guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. But I ain't no killer, baby.
It's week 4 of the 2026 season, and this one features Ty Chandler, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Commanders and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, huh? With an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Chandler. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Escapes the pocket. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Daniels from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They'll stick with Chandler. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Chandler is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. All right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And this one does not go far. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Fields looking to throw. Called in left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Chandler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 29. That'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running is Chandler. That's a 1st and even more past the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's a give to Chandler. Offense in the hurry up now. Now a give to Chandler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Daniels. He gets this one to Chandler. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Julian Love bringing that one. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They bring the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Able to find Chandler here. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On the carry, it's Chandler. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. Throwing now, Daniels gets this to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Flush down now to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, They got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Now Chandler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Going power with a big tight end. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Chandler can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Oh, it's a push with a tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 14, Seahawks nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14.
Here we go. Right.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game in the first half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds, and a great return, and brings us to the 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession. Samuel
now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Go.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Staying with Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Good. Out.
Running with Walker again. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, son.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Throwing now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
Here's Fields to throw. Has it down close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Here we go. Tonight.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll run now with Chandler. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball